piece of leg from Steve. Can I have that fish you have, sir? No, come back. No, stop moving. Stop. Wait, what? No. Yeah. What? What? What is happening? Please help. No. Penguin, look behind you. Help me. I need assistance. Help. Please. Tiger. No, tiger. Please. Gooey crystal. Help. I don't know what the hell is happening. Well, yeah, you know, I always like to tell a story of, you know, whenever I'm in a situation like this, I always like to give off good stories, you know. One time, I was being kidnapped, and they sent me to McDonald's, and it was like, you know, you want a Big Mac? And I was like, sure. So then they asked for a Big Mac, except they said, pickles aside. I'm offended. How dare you put pickles aside? It's just things like that that just, you know, offend me. I to just make people acknowledge the fact that people want pickles and people may not. I want pickles on my burger, my Big Mac, my Big Mac. Sorry. My Big Mac, yeah. I want pickles. I like pickles. I also like onions on it. I like tomatoes. I like pineapple. You know, it always delivers a sweet, delicious refreshment from all the stuff. You know, it just really sent me. You know, it's all really good and all, and Burger Kidnapper. If you're hearing this. I'm thankful that you were able to give me that Big Mac, even if it doesn't have any pickles. And I hope you meet again soon. Oh yeah, there was also this one other time where I was inside the clouds. I thought I was in heaven, but no, apparently I was too high from my party last night. Oh wait, no, not last night, it was last week. Or something. I don't exactly remember, but it was a few like weeks ago or something. I was for some reason in a cloud of smoke or something. I thought I was like in heaven or something. Nope. In fact, I was actually just I was in vape. You know, I was in vape. It's extremely weird, trust me, it very much is. I know, it's just weird. And I just didn't know exactly what happened that night. I think I was just chilling out with my boys, I was having a good time, and I was like, hey, what if we just make a giant cloud of vape? And then they agreed, it was like, yeah. And then, you know, at that moment, I realized that things were about to go down. So, I was about to leave, but then I got a question from the, you know, the vape. You know, just be like that. You know. Yeah, it's just confusing. You know. You know, it just on one hand you just be like, whoa, I'm in the best vape. Yeah, it would be so cool. On the other hand, just be like, oh no, it's not healthy for me. And personally, knowing myself, I went for this, you know. I went for this, you know. Yeah. I was like, I don't think so. So, yeah, that's how I got to this point. Well, not in this direct point. Obviously not, cause what the hell am I doing, you know? Anyways, it was another story of mine where I was going to Starbucks. Okay, I was going to Starbucks. I saw this one thing. I saw something on the menu that wasn't supposed to be there. You know, I saw. I don't know how to describe it. I know what it is. I don't remember the name. It was something that has to do with. Oh yeah, weed. It has to do with weed. You know, I had to go ask the manager and ask what the hell was happening. And I just need to know why they selling this stuff. And you know what they said? And I said, because we were running, running out of money. That was the main problem, and I was so confused to the point where I was going to sue them. But knowing the kind of person I am, I decided not to. So yeah, it was extremely weird. Another time I was just I was screenshot that wall what else happened? I was getting shots, and then we found the person that was trying to kill us. I was like, oh, it's over in that mountain, take cover. And then the boys were like, no, get out your guns, we're shooting military barrages at them. And I was like, why do we have this here? And I was like, because why not? I was like, okay, sure. Alright, and I grabbed one, and then I 360 no-scoped one. I obviously missed, but, you know, it was the thought that counts, you know? Honestly, it was really close, you know? I was directly right next to it. Like, you see right here? Yeah. It was this close. The explosion hit him, except it didn't actually. It really didn't. And I was very sad and depressed. I went to therapy after that, and I was taking lots of bowls of wine, and then I saw a hammer. You know what I did with that hammer? I smashed my bowl. That's what I did. I smashed my bowl in half. It sounds crazy, I know, except it really isn't. It's just my imagination, you know? You know, at this point in time, I'm really thinking, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I doing this? And then I went to another therapy, and I did the exact same thing. I just repeated it. You know, I did that, and then I was like, should I do it again, or should I just give up and go to the hospital and send therapy? I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And I went to the hospital, and apparently I had to take a needle. And they were like, I need to get another needle. And I got another needle. I was so confused. I don't know what was happening. Like, obviously I didn't. I had no idea what was happening. And then they had to say that I need surgery. Out of all that, surgery. Out of all the things, I have to say, it was surgery. And that's, yeah, that was basically it. There was nothing else. Nothing else. You see my hand? I used to accidentally get a cut, you know? I really need like help with my stuff with cutting my hand and all that. It's always specifically this hand. You see the ones and that one. This one? Yeah. One on the left, my right hand, my left hand. Yeah, this one I used to accidentally cut my hand. Right-handed. Cut up the left hand. You know, that'd be weird. Oh, that's me. That's weird to me. Yes. Yeah. I was going upstairs. Okay. I was going upstairs, and then I was going to get back my plate of pancake, and then I was gonna get more pancakes. I was gonna make more pancakes, trust me, and I was gonna cut them. Accidentally cut my hand. Yeah, I accidentally cut my hand. So that's a sad thing. Remember you know, when you're in kindergarten, you always go to timeout corner whenever you're doing something naughty. In my old school, it was instead of corner, it was a side. That doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is, I went to the timeout side just because of the fact I wasn't paying attention to what was on the board. I wasn't paying attention because I heard this weird sound, and I was like, "Whoa, what was that? I don't want to die. I'm so scared." And then teacher was like, "Hey, what's this? What? How do you spell? Blah, blah. I don't remember what the word was, but that was definitely what the thing was. You know, it was definitely the thing. You know, it was. I didn't know what was, I didn't know what the thing was, especially until now. I don't know what the thing was. So yeah, I went to the timeout area, which means preschool is weird. Anyways, I was also at my friend's house. Didn't know what my password was. Type 911. Yep. I typed 911 as a password. And apparently, I almost called the police. You know, I almost called it. And that sounds extremely weird. I know, but as a child, I was extremely weird. I didn't know what I was thinking as a child. I was an idiot. And you know, I am learning something from this. You know, taking it back to my childhood, I was an incredibly weird kid. I still am. And you know, at this moment in real life, I just want to notice the fact that I am still alive. I know that's extremely weird. I am alive. Now, it's confusing me to the point where I feel like everything is a simulation. Actually, I already thought that was a simulation from before like long ago, you know. And I really thought this was all a simulation because there's quite a lot of things that I really wanted in life. Like I won PS4, but I didn't feel like having a PS5. That's the thing. You know that sounds weird. That's weird. I know that's weird. Why do you not want to have a PS5? Well, first of all, it's expensive. Like the PS4 was like down here, and the PS5 was like all the way up here. You know, the money for it is like all the way up here, right here. Yeah, and the PS4 was like down here. The PS4 is much more cheaper than the PS5, and the PS4 in general is really good. And I don't understand why people would be preferring an Xbox One and an Xbox Series X. Clearly, PS4 is the greatest console ever. And, you know, I would just like to pay homage to this one person who is shooting a ball sack with a shotgun. I just wanted them to realize that they're contributing to average society. You know what I'm saying? They're contributing to average society. You see him in the background? See him in the background? There he is. Yeah. Yeah. He's shooting people. That is average society. And you know, it's pretty common in America. But thank God, I'm in Canada. So screw that. And I'm safe. I don't have to worry about the crap. You know, well, that's going boom boom. Yeah, boom boom in America, you know. Like right now, but you know, it's all a good idea. And I don't mean there's a literal like World War III happening right in my house. I'm just saying, well, yeah, I'm just saying, this is America. I said the meme. Now you may all laugh. Yeah. I would just like to say that of all the weird things I've ever done in life is, at this point I really don't. I don't want to say it. You know, I have weird things, feelings. You know, it's weird. You know, it just is. I use this one thing a lot about the fact that I am being shot a million megawatts by a person with a futuristic rocket launcher. And actually, no, that's not a rocket launcher. That's a minigun. And you know, I'm glad about that. And now I'm I am still contributing to that. About the fact that I tried, clean my room last night, I usually don't do that, you know? I am a pretty lazy person. I really don't care about how dirty my stuff is, and you know how to clean it, but recently, I got my lights on, so I was like, I want to look like a gamer, which is a weird thought I've had for a long time. But it's still pretty cool to have them. You see the ones up there? Yeah, you see those on the room? Yeah, those are my lights. Yeah. You probably can't see them, because you're blind. But it's also the fact that you're not even where I am. Obviously. That's a fact. Something you need to learn. Yeah. Have you ever heard of the jump theory? I contribute to that. That's another thing I contribute to society. You know, the jump theory is basically like a thing where a bunch of people just go into crowds and all jump, and they try to conduct an experiment. You know, they're trying to do some things. You know, they try to block the sun, which is a jump, technically. Technically speaking, it is a jump. So, when you think about that, technically, it's a jump. Anyways. Have you ever heard of Miley Cyrus doing the Willow? Yeah, the Willow. Yeah, you heard me right. Most of you probably don't know what that is. I'm just saying, that's how you contribute to society. If you don't understand a single thing in life, that's how you know the things they're doing are good for the environment around us. Like, you see all this stuff in the background. You see that giant statue of a person. You see all those flying things in the background. That's all garbage, but also contributing to society. See that giant weird hammer that's just going around in circles? Yeah, that's a good thing. It isn't used for killing Sonic the Hedgehog trademark. No, it's for killing Ogilvy. Well, I forgot the name of it, but it was used for killing Ogilvy something. You know, it's always a thing. It's always a thing you need to you learn. So you see, I used to grow up in the Nets. You know, I was really liking it in my childhood. I used to play lots of fun games. I used to play a lot of Little Big Planet, a lot of fun games, you know. Yeah, I used to play a little bit of Battlefield 1945, but I completely sucked at it. So I was like, yeah, I don't want to play anymore. So I was like, go back to Little Big Planet. I saw a lot of other games my family was downloading. I'll try to play those. I did. Only a few of them I was like. So at that point in time, I was completely bored. I like always. As always, I'm always bored. So I was like, what do I do now? I'm bored. You know, I used to be that good. I mean, I still am now, but not as bored as I used to be. You know, I used to play lots of Fortnite like years ago. A few years ago, like when I was 10 or so, or 9. I used to play lots of Fortnite. It was kind of fun, you know. At first, I was not too much into it because I was a sucky boy. And then later, I was, I'm about to play a little bit more. I liked it. For some reason. But the more the seasons go, the more bored I was becoming. So, I was a pretty weird kid, you know? And I also want to mention another part of my adventures. I used to go into the woods and I saw Slender Man. Yeah, you heard me, Slender Man. The creepypasta duty boy, that dude. Yeah, you know, I don't mean the big, skinny boy, super skinny boy, no face at all. No, I don't mean him. I mean the guy over there. Yeah, that person over there. Yes, the one who is totally not controlling me in all sorts of ways. You know, it's just the thought that counts. You know. And when you have thoughts that counts, it usually goes into bad things because people usually just want to go with what they say, you know. Like, hey, I play Fortnite, and some people go, oh, that's stupid, and other people go, yeah, you want to 1v1 or something. They always go like that. That's how opinions work. That's how society is working out. People often act like, yes, I don't want to do this, or people might even be like, oh, I don't want to do this, and very few people actually go, yeah, I want to do this, but like in a bad way. I'm gonna make people feel bad about themselves. What do you mean? That's how few people go. However, one of my recent games, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, yeah, they're about 75% of the community is like that. Much like a few other games, you know. There's a few other stuff that you need to pay attention about, you know, that thing over there, hold on, let me, alright, this, yeah, that is something that you might need to watch out, because, it's like a death chamber. I used to go in it once, I almost died, which is exactly why I have shorts in the winter. Yes, I have shorts in the winter, and I used to go in Russia for that. Yes, I went to Russia for that, because I was like in the winter with shorts. Yes, I went to Russia like that. Yes, Russia, Mother Russia, with shorts, you know, I'm wearing right now with my thick booty. It's all completely normal. I used to go in it without any, you know, you see what that down there, yeah. I used to go to Russia in the coldest winter ever in these. No socks and no shoes. This is a weird thing. Most people call this psychotic. I call this human revolution. And you know why? This is a thing that I like to think of every night when I was little. I used to think it was a special thing. I used to think of lots of random things. I'm thinking right now that this is revolutionary. You see this Sonic the Hedgehog thing right here? Yeah, it's a fake. It's a fake Chaos Emerald. Hedgehog. And you see this thing right in my pocket? It's a whip. I call it a human revolutionary. It's not used for whipping people in Lovecraft. No, that's what weird people do. I use them for revolution. You see this right here? Yeah, that is what weird people would be doing. You would be shooting. You should be shooting stuff at people. Like, you see this man? You're probably gonna shoot this man's ballsack. That is a weird thing. That's not how you contribute to mankind's revolution, human revolution. Revolution that comes anything close to humanity in general. You know? It's a weird thing. I know, it's a very weird thing. And, you know, I would just like to pay homage to people at my work job, you know. Just people who are out there saving the world, you know, trying to make the planet a peaceful place. you know, I would just like to pay homage to that, you know. I would love if more people were like that, because if I'm being honest, not a whole lot of people were like that. I will tell you, in the 1990s, people were most definitely not like that. At least not during the late 1990s. Or 19s in general. In the old days, they're definitely not like that. And you see this weird thing right here? Yeah, that is not something that good people would be doing. It is not a good time for people to be awake and go, I want to go inside of this, and yeah, I want to see how it goes, you know? I don't want to be inside of a clipped object, you know what I mean? I'd rather be touching my butt. Yes, I'd rather be touching my butt and not have spite. And you know, I'm just glad that the people who are randomly controlling this car are the greatest times of their lives. And I certainly am with my mislocated body. You see me? Yeah, my mislocated body. This is something that normal human bones cannot do. This is something normal people cannot do. And it pains me to realize that not everyone is the same. Not everyone has the same opinions. I know I already talked about this, but people don't have the exact same opinions. They want to go, I like this. People go, I don't like this. But it is how the human mind reacts. It's basically how life works. It's not like everybody in the world can agree with you. Like, how about like, you like Naruto? Some people go, yeah, you like Naruto, that's cool. And people will be like, no, Naruto sucks. Personally, I don't see why. But, you know, it's just a thing that, it's just a thought that counts once again. Yeah. So I was in an illegal restaurant, and I was wanting to order champagne. Yeah, I wanted to order champagne. Yeah, you heard me. Up there and down there. You heard me. Champagne. I wanted champagne from an illegal restaurant. That was something I was wanting for a long time. And apparently they served me blood, which is, was right over there. Yeah, right over there. I see in the air. Yeah, those are the blood I'm talking about. I see what illegal meant at that time. You know, I don't know. Is it tomato, strawberry, ketchup? Random ketchup is the exact same thing based on my research and study. I used to think that spirits and ghosts are the exact same thing, just in different ways. Technically, it is correct, but in the wrong sense, it is. It is and isn't. You see that pool of rain over there? That is technically not rain. Instead, it is melted snow. Yes, most people, a few people, well, no, not most people. Few people already know about this. Snow is unmelted rain, and rain, which is, you know, all the water that comes from the sky, is melted snow. That's how you ruin a person's childhood. Whenever it snows, it's solid rain. It's like hail, but more colder. And that's painful. So I went to a gun shop and I ordered a P90. They served me an F157. I was extremely mad about that, because I was wanting a P90. It was the exact opposite of what I was wanting. I know that's general military equipment, but I wanted to practice becoming a soldier. I wanted to be a soldier, but instead I worked as a McDonald's cashier, and then I was got fired on purpose because it was worth it. The greatest time of my life. Hear me? Hear me, President over there? Yeah, you totally hear me. Yeah. I used to get fired at the McDonald's cash register thing. I got fired from that. So I went to become a janitor. Yes, a janitor. See, I thought it'd be one of the easiest jobs, and I thought I'd get quite a lot of money. Quite a bit of money. I used to think that way. I mean, for some, it might be easy, but for most of the people, not by too much, because, you know, it's a weird thing that people need to think of. It's a weird thing. Yeah, it's weird. See my butt here? It's pretty big. Now, let's not get off topic. But at the same time, we need to also point out the fact that my neck is not even attached to my head. And you know, that's what people would call dislocation. Dislocation is a thing where people's bodies are mislocated, and it's an error body. It's not fully functional. It's not correct. You know, if I were to be born with 3 arms, that's not a dislocated thing. That's not dislocated though. That's the thing. A dislocated body part is something that when a body part of yours is in the wrong area. So let's say if your ball sack was in your nose, that's what people call a dislocation. I know it's a weird example, but it was the first thing that came to my mind. Ball sack in your nose, that's a dislocation. That's not where ball sacks should be. It should be right in your crotch. In between your legs. Your nose, well, I never said that nose was place in ball sacks. They shouldn't be right directly underneath the nose. That's not how it works. You see, they should be near a crotch, which in general, that means it's for parties. For children's minds, it's for parties with just 2 people. A party with 2 people. And a marriage recital. And, you know, just lots of things go down. You know, there's, strawberry milk. There's, you know, there's just lots of stuff, you know. You pour milk into a bowl, and you drink it. That's how human society works. You know, I put milk in a bowl before a cereal. Yes, I was an extremely stupid kid for doing that, and I just want to apologize for my childhood, which I've already done, for ever doing and thinking that. And you know, I also forgot that I ate pizza by the crust first. I eat pizza by the crust first. I used to do that before. Now I eat it from the side. Yeah, I do it from the side. You know, I know it's like an extremely weird thing. Only people down there do it. You know, down there. Yeah, it's an extremely weird thing. And this person up here, it's exactly what he would not do. You would not eat pizza from the side, now would you? Of course. You don't eat it from the crust first. You eat it from the front. Let's just imagine the pizza crust was like down here, the pizza top was up here, and the pizza sides were right at the sides, you know. You wouldn't eat from the bottom, nor the sides. No. You eat from the top. You eat normally where the smallest corner of the pizza is. That's how you properly eat stuff. The same thing with milk in the cereal bowl. You get the bowl first, and then you put the cereal in, and then the milk, and then the spoon. Spoon, not spoon. See this Sonic the Hedgehog person over there? Let's just say it's followed by a bunch of tryhards that probably don't really have much of a life choice, you know? It's a weird thing. I know, exactly. I know, it's an exactly weird thing. This coconut grenade is not exactly how coconut coconuts should work. You know, coconuts and palm trees, they're usually, you get coconuts from palm trees, and you just crack them open up and drink what's inside. You don't eat the entire coconut. You definitely, you wouldn't want to have stomachache. Because not only will you most likely die, but also the fact that, it's also, not good for you. It's not good for your health. It's very much not good for your health. And, you know, I just want to point out the fact that, I've seen people try to open up coconuts with, this green thing, a cactus, I think. I think it might be cactus. If I turn around, I saw a little black in the front. It looked cubular, you know? And it doesn't have any arms. Most of the stuff is at the bottom for some reason. It's at the bottom. And it looks cubular, you know? A cube type of thing. Now, I know, it sounds like a lot of hoopla, but I just want you to know that you are generally blind. It is not what you see, it is just your mind playing with you. I want you to realize that this person that is hammering someone with a hammer, duh, obviously, it's not a hammer. It's... I was gonna say something, but I was gonna say... how about a block? It's a pillow. They're whacking the person in the head with a pillow. They're having a pillow fight. It's not an emerald mizonier. No. Or however you pronounce that. It is a pillow. A green pillow. And when they're driving a car, they're having a pillow fight. I know, it's generally unsafe. It's something you wouldn't want to do. You know, they're probably trying to hit me. But you know, in life, you need to have microphones to communicate, you idiot. And at this point in time, I want people to realize that if you ever get yourself into some trouble and you ascend to heaven instead of hell, you need to realize that there was a mistake. One of the angels accidentally put you inside. You're going to hell, not heaven. You should be going to hell. And you know, at this point in time, I would like to pay attention to Tense Tuna 1204, that he is helping me with society. You see that hammer in his holster? He's helping society, which is probably something he doesn't want to do, but it's something he needs to do. I see this, a courageous tiger. He's been on the server for a long time. He's been playing a lot of this game. He knows exactly how this map works. He even realizes that we all have big booties. It is completely normal to have a big booty. It's pretty normal. In fact, I have one, and pretty much any other people that wear this outfit has one. And you know, I wanted to pay attention to the fact that they're making females look like a joke. I personally do think that is the case. If you ever went to Australia, you would obviously know that it's incredibly hot there. Usually when you're at the top or bottom of parts of the world, you'd be experiencing cold, because you'd be near the Antarctica. Over in Australia, it's obviously hot, you know, because how the planet works, it's technically, when you're in Australia, it's hot instead of cold, even if it's the closest to the bottom of the earth. However, there really isn't a bottom nor a top for the earth, more so all around, because as you know, the world is a sphere, not just a random oval. It's a sphere. It's not flat, it's not a cube, it's definitely not a donut. It is a sphere. A spherical astronomical sphere. Yes, that's a thing. Search it up. You can get a million results of people saying that the world is a sphere. It's not flat, it's circular. And you know, this person is trying to object that. Friendly Jaguar is trying to object that by shooting whatever the person who is currently most likely touching my butt and or looking at it is trying to help people think that the world is flat. They're trying to make people. They're encouraging people to say it's flat, not round. They're the people that go against people's culture. They go against religion. You know, it's a weird thing. I know, but at the same time, we've all done weird things. We poop. Most people think that'd be a good thing. They think it's normal. I personally think it's how life goes. And you know what? If I were to poop on this man's head who's currently looking at my buttock, I would personally do it. But right now, I can't really take a poop. Because, you know, it's taking a long time to have this conversation with the guys. I have not even eaten nor drank anything. I did not have any soda. I did not have any Doritos. I did not have any weed. I did not eat anything at all. It's incredibly cursed, and I know that. Especially the fact that I am a person, a humanoid, with a body like this, which is somehow able to defy physics. Like, have you seen my arms? It is incredibly weird. It is incredibly weird, and you know what? I am questioning society at this point. Why can't we create something? Yes, I know we've been living for more than millions of years, but I just want to ask, how and why were we created? In the Bible, it says we were created by God. However, the amount of pain and suffering we felt doesn't feel like that there isn't. If there was, you would have been helped by now. So that's a story for another time. I want to share you a story about now. Once I lit myself on fire. The end. That's the end of the story. I lit myself on fire, and you want to hear about the summary of it? Burnt chicken wings. That's how you explain my story. If you ever get lit on fire, don't use water. Use in a million different ways, you know? I've tried to. I did that once. It did work. It honestly did work, you know? And, you know, I appreciate you guys for looking at my butt. I know, it's pretty thick. But anyways, that's beside the point. You know, I would just like people to recognize the fact that I am currently a hologram of my former self. I'm a real person. See that explosion? I turned into a real humanoid person. I was a fake. Anyways, I would like to tell you a tale about my time. I used to die a lot. And it really hurt. I was hurt and offended. And you know, I would like to ask for the people that were bullying me to rethink about their lives. Rethink about all the stuff they've done. I want them to become a better person, you know? I want to become a better person, you know? You see this whip? I don't whip him with a stick. I whip him with an ever-loving inch of my life of hair. Yes, I whip him with hair. And you know, I used to do that a lot too in my childhood. I used to also whack him with this person over here. Yeah. This one person. Yes, this person. I used to mock him all the time with this person, who's currently holding a giant block of humanoid atoms that are called blocks. There was a video game called Minecraft. Have you ever heard of Minecraft? A game called Minecraft. Imagine a video game called Minecraft. It's an extremely weird name, I know for sure. But at the same time, it's a pretty popular game, you know. You should probably check it out. It's only about 20 bucks. 26 or so. And you know, you probably should do it for the sake of your own good, because it's a long game. It's basically like a type of survival simulation. Basically, you gather resources, gather more resources, gather even more resources, gather lots more resources, gather resources, gather even more resources, and then get stuff. I tried getting resources and then jumping into lava. Yeah, I jumped into lava. Yes, that's a thing that is in the game. Lava is a type of source that allows you to burn stuff. It's a thing, it's a fact. It's logic and physics all combined together. In video games, you would never able to see that. Not even in real life. However, you're able to see that with the power of imagination. I used to imagine Sans the Skeleton was a real thing I tried calling online on Omegle. I tried calling. Yes. I tried calling him. Yeah, I tried calling him. You see this weird blue thing that's getting in the way? You see this weird black object? That's a limb of a human body. Not a human, actually. A robot. Yeah, that is the limb of a robot body. And that's a thing that I needed you to realize. It's a thing. You know? It's really dangerous, you know? It's a weird thing. I just want you to realize the fact that it just creeps me out to realize that, you know, things can not go the way people want them to go, you know? You see this weird green stuff on the floor? People would think that's a creeper. No. The guy from Minecraft. People think it's something Among Us. But actually, in reality, it's weed, it's grass and weed all connected together. And you know, you see these blue things over there? Especially when I just got exploded by, those are atoms, nuclear atoms that can blow up anything in its radius. So, I know what you're asking, if it can destroy anything, why aren't you dying? Well, that's the thing, I'm immortal, that's the thing. Wanna know how I got immortal? I traveled I traveled between universes. I went to a universe where I could potentially die. Yeah, that is why did I grant myself immortality? Well, let me tell you a story. See, I went to a bar, and I had for a glass of root beer. And then she was like, do you want Pepsi? And I was like, no. I want Pepsi. I was like, okay, I'll get you some milk. I'll get you some milk. And then I was like, what do you mean milk? I asked for lava, not milk. And she was like, oh, okay, do you want some water with that? And I was, yeah, sure. And then she went in, and then she got my stuff. But then, on the side of it, she ordered blood on my plate. So then I was like, oh boy, I sure don't hope that was me. So then I went to Dragon Ball, got the Dragon Balls, the Dragon Ball especially, and then I got myself immortality. I just grant immortality, just like my uncle Rhyme once said. With great power comes great big booty, which I already have as a matter of fact. If these people can stop driving horribly, I could show you. Like, look, right here. See that? That's a big booty. That is something most people want, however, cannot grant themselves. I, however, have been granted great godlike powers. I am practically a god. You know, the thing is, I would love to tell you more stories. However, I'm sure that you're all probably exhausted from my long ramblings. Not much of a rambling, it's just a long conversation. That's how regular conversations go on. Whenever you just join someone's house and they're just having a party, conversations go on for hours. This one went out for exactly 1 hour, 27 minutes, 67 seconds. So technically, that was 1 hour and 20 minutes. I totally calculated what I did correctly. That's how you calculate. Technically, you add 1 to 69 and you get 71. Yeah, that's how logic works. You know, that's the story for another time. I gotta go home and play my Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, otherwise known as the Super Smash Bros. Ripoff, known as Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. See you on the flip side. Yeah! How many... okay, honestly, how long have I been here?